Our local leaders work hard every day to bring jobs to the local community. Lately, that's been a difficult and trying task.
Some of you have told us our local political climate and things like recent federal raids are not certainly helping our image in the state. This makes it even more difficult for Terre Haute to compete.
News 10's John Swanner is live in Terre Haute. He joins us now to answer the question of Terre Haute's image problems and what can be done about it.
You hear it all the time from people that visit Terre Haute that this city has tons of potential, yet we're the slowest growing metro in the state of Indiana, and our population has remained relatively stagnant for the last 7 years. So we sought people from outside of Terre Haute to give their perspective as to why the city can't tap into its full potential. We start from a woman who recently moved here.
I am from San Diego, California.
Meet Leah Singer. For most of her life, this sunny, beautiful place with arguably the most ideal weather in the world is where she called home. About 18 months ago, the Singer family made the most unlikely of moves from sunny San Diego to Terre Haute, Indiana.
It's been a transition, it's a difference, but it's been a good one so far.
Since moving to Terre Haute, the Singer family has been getting to know their new home. Leah blogs. In fact, one of her articles, "I moved from a blue state to a red state and it changed my life," was recently published in the Indy Star, Tribune Star, and USA Today.
One of the things people don't realize is what a gem Terre Haute is.
Singer echoes a lot of what Terre Hautians hear about this community. There's a lot to do for families, whether it's at local parks, an art museum, or the library. And then there's this.
There's a lot of opportunity.
She sees this potential every single day. Singer says she's asked all the time whether Terre Haute affords her enough things to blog about, and she surprises most with her response that there are.
And it's just getting that out, and I think giving people in Terre Haute the confidence to let everyone know all the great things that this community is doing.
In other words, it's time to reframe the city's mindset. She understands the job loss Terre Haute suffered, particularly with Pfizer and the networks controversy that followed. But rather than dwell on the negatives, she hopes the city can see the successes that's been built here.
And those are stories that need to be told, and told outside of Terre Haute.
That's because when we talk to sources outside of the city, Terre Haute's reputation isn't good, and its biggest critic is the city itself.
There's not as much, or at least we don't hear as much news coming out of Terre Haute and West Central Indiana in general.
And of course, that was Gary Dick, the host of Inside Indiana Business, which airs on News 10 on weekends. We talked to him about how Terre Haute stacks up with other Hoosier communities when it comes to competing for jobs. And we asked him if he sees potential in Terre Haute as well. We asked those same questions of former Indiana Governor Mitch Daniels, who is now the president of Purdue University. Both men offer interesting perspective on Terre Haute, and we'll have that for you tonight on News 10 Night Watch. We're live in downtown Terre Haute. I'm News 10's John Swanner. Back to you.